An island where a natural disaster unfolded that you've probably never witnessed before. But satellites have recorded the scene. Be it the scene of a plane crash in the dense forests of Siberia, the mystery of this square-shaped structure in the middle of the Sahara Desert, or the thousands of colorful wells in a remote location on the Somali coast. Our world is full of amazing and unique places that we can't see from the ground. Today, we'll uncover 10 such hidden locations and, as always, try to explain them. Cheers once again in Uday Rajput Official TV's videos. Viewers, let's start with a unique island. About 1,200 kilometers southeast of Japan, in the Pacific Ocean, lies a small island called Iwo Jima. During World War II, Japan and the USA fought on this island, the scars of which remain scattered to this day. But what I want to show you is that if you look at a 2005 satellite image on Google Earth, you can see some rocks in the water 200 meters from the shore on the island's west coast. But if you look at the latest satellite image, the sea level has receded, and what appeared to be rocks are actually the shipwrecks. Over the past 20 years, the shipwrecks has been moved 200 meters. Those who were meters away from shore are now on dry land. These were U.S. Navy ships that became the target of war in 1945. But the question here is, when sea levels around the world are rising due to global warming, why has the sea level on Iwo Jima Island decreased? I'll leave the answer to you. Tell me in the comments why this is happening on Iwo Jima. Now let's move on to the next location. In Russia's far northeast region, a river named Olenk flows through the desolate forests of Siberia. On the banks of this river lies Oxygen Lake, a lake that used to be part of the river. If you zoom in near this lake, the wreckage of a plane crash is visible in the forest. The satellite image makes it appear as if the plane crashed through the trees of the forest and made a crash landing. It appears to be a twin-engine Antonov An-30. A search of the Bureau of Aircraft Accidents Archives revealed that on June 2, 2022, an Antonov An-30 took off from Quds Airport and was bound for Olark. It was carrying 6.5 tons of cargo and 7 crew members. However, about 15 kilometers from Olark Airport, the aircraft ran out of fuel and both engines stopped. The pilot was forced to crash land in a forest. Fortunately, the accident was unscathed. All crew members survived, but the plane was damaged beyond repair. Photos taken at the time of the accident show the plane's tail elevator severed, visible near the point of contact in satellite images. South of New Zealand in the Pacific Ocean is an island called Auckland Island. Next to this island is another island with a rather odd name, Disappointment Island. But why such a strange name? Internet research revealed that whaling was common in this part of the ocean during the 18th and 19th centuries. Whalers from England would travel to this part of the Pacific Ocean, especially near Antarctica. During the months-long journey, they would run out of food, water, and wood. When they saw this beautiful island from afar, they thought, why not go there to rest and replenish their supplies? But when they arrived after traveling 100 miles, they discovered the island's true face. There are no lakes, no springs, no trees, and no food. Furthermore, the cold winds are so strong that living here is impossible. Because of this, anyone who visits returns disappointed. Since then, the island's name has remained the same. Disappointment Island is here. Now let's move on to China. In the northwest of China, there's the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. It's desert and barren land. A search on Google Earth revealed a massive facility there. The surprising thing here isn't the facility's location in such a remote area, but rather the 2 football field-sized boulders. These boulders, which appear to be about 100 meters across, appear to cast shadows downward. However, the truth is revealed when we examine the other shadows cast by these facilities, which are in the exact opposite direction. Finally, it was revealed that this was an optical illusion. These weren't large boulders, but rather 2 football field-sized sinkholes. Historical satellite images revealed that these sinkholes were recently formed. But the origin remains unknown. To witness the power of nature in action, there's no better place than Spain's La Palma Island. Just 100 kilometers off the West African coast, in the Atlantic Ocean, lie a handful of islands that fall under Spanish administration. Around 100,000 people live on La Palma Island. Judging by satellite images from August 17, 2020, everything appeared normal. But just 2 days later, on August 19, 2020, a nearby volcano erupted, leaving the city in a state of ruin. The entire city was buried under a thick layer of volcanic ash, and remains so to this day. In the middle of the Arabian Desert in Saudi Arabia, some 100 kilometers from the nearest human settlement, a strange square-shaped mark has been spotted in the sand. It measures approximately 400 meters long from one side to the other. An entrance-like object has been placed on one side, possibly indicating that someone once lived here. Is this the remains of an ancient guest house or something else? Historical satellite imagery of this area is also missing. However, if you zoom out far enough, historical data, albeit blurry, is available. In 2007, some structures or large camps could be seen in the same area, within this square. However, just a year prior, there were no signs of anything of the kind. This means that whatever it is, it was built in 2007. But the question arises, what is this object in such a desolate place, and who built it? Judging by the vehicle marks, it's likely the work of an oil exploration team. Wherever these teams set up camps in the desert to search for oil, they dig around them to prevent poisonous animals and insects from entering. Just a little further from this location is another similar square mark. Activity here, too, appears to have been occurring as early as 2007. Now, let's head to Lake Oroville in the United States. In 2002, a severe earthquake struck California, causing Lake Oroville to completely dry up, exposing various objects submerged within it. At this very spot, the lake's water is 65 feet deep. However, after the lake dried up, a look at the image from May 30, 2002 shows a crashed SUV. The Oroville Highway, a mountainous road, passes by this location, and there's a sharp turn at the spot where this SUV is lying. Chances are, this vehicle was involved in an accident and its debris drifted into the depths of the lake, only to be revealed in 2002 after the lake dried up. Check out this area on the Somalia coast, where thousands of small, round holes are located. Each hole is approximately 10 meters in diameter and contains colorful water. Internet research revealed that this isn't a natural phenomenon. Rather, the locals dug these wells themselves. There are two reasons for this. 1. To trap groundwater underground so that it doesn't pollute the land with salty ocean water. Secondly, they extract salt from these wells and sell it. Being located in a warm region, these wells act as natural salt evaporation ponds. This is a view of a Ukrainian air base taken in 2023. The plane you see in it is a Tupolev Tu-95 strategic bomber. However, black circles are visible above the plane. However, a year-old satellite photo of the same location shows no black markings on the plane. So, what exactly is this? This satellite image was captured during the early days of the Russia-Ukraine war. The black circles above the plane are actually old car tires. They were placed on the plane for optical camouflage. Because the tires are made of rubber, if the drone's automated object recognition system emits waves, those waves collide with the tires and distort the digital shape of the aircraft. This makes it difficult for drones or missiles to identify targets. How is it possible to discuss Google Earth's strange locations and not mention the Sahara Desert? This remote location of the Sahara Desert, this beautiful geological formation, located amidst the sand dunes at the location, was captured in 2013. Apparently, it appears to be an ancient volcano, whose crater or magma chamber is now exposed to the ground, and there has been no volcanic activity in over 100 years. We hope you'll like and share this Uday Rajput official TV video. Thank you so much for your kind comments. See you in the next great video.